Yo. As I said on another segment, as an 80s baby, raised in the 90s and the 2000s, as a sports fan, my life is in shambles. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen are at odds. Michael Jordan's son is piping down Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. Scottie Pippen despises Michael Jordan, and he's willing to tell anybody that will hear it. Deion Sanders, who was my favorite football player growing up, he shitted on my school, Jack State University. Brett Favre, who was my favorite quarterback and the reason why I'm a Green Bay Packers fan to this day, been stealing welfare money here in my home state of Mississippi. Phil Jackson, the head coach of not only the Chicago Bulls, but also of the Los Angeles Lakers, who I followed him to the Lakers when he went there. He turns out to be a racist. And now I find out that Hulk Hogan, who was my favorite wrestler when I was a little bitty boy, I end up loving The Undertaker and then later on The Rock and Stone Cold. But at first, my first favorite wrestler was Hulk Hogan. He would tell me to eat my vitamins. He would tell me to drink my milk. He would tell me to be a real American. And this motherfucker was up here sleeping with his friend's wife. His friend was letting him do it. That's some weird shit. And he turns out to be a racist as well. Oh my God. Let's talk about this real quick, y'all. Before we do, though, hit that subscribe button for me. Y'all see I'm going through it. Hit the subscribe button to help me out. Okay? It can be a sympathetic subscription. Just do it for that reason alone. Help me out. But yes, I don't know if y'all missed it or not. If you missed it, go back and watch it. If you were 80s baby raised in the 90s like I was, go back and watch Rich and Shameless. The episode about Hulk Hogan. Okay. It is quite revealing. I had heard about the Hulk Hogan sex tape. Okay. Heard about the Hogan sex tape. Never watched it. Never watched that shit. Okay. But I heard about it. But from my basic understanding of it previously, I just thought it was like any of these other sex tapes. Hogan had a sex tape with a woman. Somebody stole it and put it out, sold it. Way deeper than that. Turns out Hulk Hogan had a partner who was okay with him sleeping with his wife, just cool with it. He said that wasn't a big deal to him. I'm like, what the fuck kind of motherfuckers are y'all? What is that? What? Where they do that at? Now you know of swingers, okay? And I just learned that a pineapple is like a symbol for swingers. Okay, especially if it's upside down. I'm like, what the fuck? We got to be aware out here, don't we? Don't get caught up in the in Kroger or Walmart or wherever you buy your groceries and have a pineapple in that motherfucker and might be giving people the wrong impression. Be wondering why people looking at you funny in the checkout line. God damn. Okay, but it wasn't even like they were swinging, because it wasn't like Hulk Hogan was letting the partner hit his woman. The partner just was cool with Hulk Hogan piping his wife. That's weird enough. Then you add into it that the partner was secretly taping it. What kind of kink is that? Why would you want to secretly tape your partner having sex with your wife? And what, you gonna go back and watch that? You gonna get off on that? What is wrong with the world? What are we doing? Where am I living? That was weird enough, okay? But long story short, somebody ended up stealing the tape, and the person that stole the tape, the tape ended up coming out on some shit called Gawker. Okay. And now Hogan sued to try to get the because of what happened with the tape and shit like that. But it was even deeper than that. Like Hogan's lawsuit was being funded by the motherfucker who created PayPal. Because based on what Rich and Shane was talking about, this cat was in the closet and Gawker had kind of outed him. And so and when I say in the closet, I mean he was secretly gay. And so Gawker outed him, I guess, and he was pissed behind it. And shit, he wanted to see them go down. So he was funding Hogan. All right. It's crazy enough already, right? Now, let's get to the racism part. Now, again, I had heard that Hogan had said the N-word. That's fucked up enough. Okay. But, and this may have been because I liked Hogan growing up. I was trying to get a man some grace. You know what I'm talking about? Because when it comes to the N-word, like I don't use the N-word anymore myself, even though I'm black. I don't use the N-word anymore. However, if I get pissed off, if I get mad, all that shit go out the door. I'll say whatever. Anybody can get whatever I got. Words, hands, whatever. Okay. So I was like, maybe Hulk Hogan got into it with somebody and he was angry and he said it. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. I didn't know the details of it. You know, I wasn't digging into it like that. I wasn't even watching wrestling no more. Wasn't a big thing in my life anymore. You know what I'm talking about? So I wasn't really paying attention to it. But when I watched this shit, and this shit came on after one of the NBA playoff games, so I just left it on while I was working out. I find out it was deeper than just saying the N-word. And people, we got to get past that. Like motherfuckers just think that saying the N-word is like the key marker of somebody racist. No, racism is the belief that one race is superior to another. And so that was the kind of shit that he was spewing. He was on some shit like that he's racist to a point. And he was pissed off that his daughter had done something with a black guy, and it was like, if you gonna fuck one, at least get a rich one, an 8-foot tall one. So I guess like a basketball player or something like that. And then he gonna say fucking N-words. You know what I'm saying? Like it was whole coming off like they beneath us and you can't be with them unless they rich. That's just textbook racism. That ain't just no getting caught in the moment. They ain't just being mad and spewing off some shit. Like the reason why we know that, because I guess he had just got done fucking, and this shit is on the tape. And so Hogan knew that and didn't want that shit to come out as well because he knew that was gonna taint his I am a real American. But shit, racism is American as apple pie. I guess he is a real American. In a country whose founders put enslaved people in the Constitution as 3/5 of a person. Yeah. It's pretty all-American, Hulk. That shit fucked me up, man. It's like on the real though, on the real. There's a lesson from all of this. For y'all youngins out there, man, when you be loving these folks and you got people from your childhood that you admire and things like that, you got to realize these are human beings. They are not deities. Okay. All of them have flaws and shit like that. Some of them are deeply flawed. Like Hogan is deeply flawed. Deeply flawed. Okay. Brett Favre, deeply flawed. Okay. I'm just naming motherfuckers that I grew up admiring. You know what I'm talking about? Prime. From the way he just did that shit, that's flawed. That's flawed, man. Michael Jordan Mike was in all them suits, clean cut. Mike is an asshole. He was an asshole to his teammate. Scotty, not really mentally tough. Like he's been through a lot. I hate to say that, but it's like the way he handling it is kind of fucked up. So it's like you learn these lessons, man, that some of the people you admire are not really what you would think. Uh, it's kind of like what Drake said about Kanye, you know. And I think in the line he was quoting somebody else, but he was kind of like meeting your heroes is like finding out how magic works. You know, somebody you see somebody do a magic trick and you're amazed, but then when you find out how the magic actually works, you're like, huh, ain't nothing but deceit, ain't nothing but tricking me. Things are not what they seem. So let that be a lesson to you. Okay, don't put too much stake in these people. You can be entertained. Okay, you can even learn something from them, but you got to pull the positivity from them and disregard the bullshit. And that's how you become better than those individuals. And you should, they should want you to do that. Hell, I want you to do that. Okay, if you admire me, I hope that you take uh, my attributes and learn from them and anything that I do and the mistakes that I make, tomorrow you can learn from them as well and try to avoid those things. And that's how society moves forward. That's how you can be even better than me. And I'm a bad motherfucker now. So that's gonna be tough. But as a real OG, we should want that for the younger generation. We should want progression. You feel me? So learn from this. Okay. I have, unfortunately, put it on some.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?